Hello friends, once again welcome back to my channel. And if you see this assignment 5 of Introduction to Internet of Things assignment, if you see the due date 2020, that is 21st October, so there is lot of days time, so don't get hurried and watch video till the end, so that if I make any changes in between the video, and if you watch the video till the end, you can be able to note those in between changes. And friends, these are completely my probable answers, but I have experienced the correct answers for the past week. I have given 100% accurate answers, so I am confident for this week too. And if I feel anything doubt, I will on the spot I will say about that I have doubt. So let's get back to the first question. So it is defined by the way how existing device services are cataloged to discovered by the device users. Friends, the answer according to my view, answer is option C. If you feel any incorrect answers in this video, you can comment in the comment section with explanation, so that others and I can also view and correct those changes. And for myself, the answer is option C in my view, so mark option C as correct answer. And coming to second question, it defines meaning of user's instruction sent to user and is interpretable by device exactly as the user originally means. Friends, here we by the word means, it is that is in if the device interprets exactly what user thinks, it is similar to semantic device interoperability. So I am marking option D and mark option D for second question as correct answer. And for third question, which of the following is not used to generate a unique address? A is used to, that is A means electronic program product code, that is EPC, and option C UPC, and IPv6 option D. Both three can also be used to generate unique address except option B, that is IPv4 addressing scheme. It cannot be used, so mark option B as correct answer for third question. Coming to fourth question, service oriented computing SOC based architecture is popular approach for. The answer for this is option C, syntactic device interoperability. So mark option C correct answer for fourth question. And coming to fifth question, according to collaborative concept exchange CCE, which of the following solves the problem for cross context syntactic interoperability problem? The answer is XML syntax, that is option B. Mark option B as correct answer for fifth question. And coming to sixth question, which of the following approach is used to solve the semantic interoperability problem? The answer for this is option A, that is set of ontologies. There is three sets of ontologies and we call them set. So option A. Option A is correct answer for sixth and A, and fifth question answer is B. And coming to seventh question, what does the collaborative conceptualization theory do? So friends, my answer is overcomes the limitations of ontology. The same is given in option C and also in option D also, but they have given extra explanation as enables the cross context with respect to different methods, that is semantic interoperability in option C and syntactic in option D. But in generalization, it responds irrespective of the situation. So I am going with generalized answer option A, and you can think on your own whether it is right or wrong, but I am going with option A. It's completely your decision. This video is just for education purpose, for representing the ideal answers or ideal solutions for you. And coming to eighth question, in UMB architecture, which translates local middleware messages to global metadata message? The answer is option B, that is UMB adapter. I am pretty confident with this answer. I will specify if I am not confident for any question. For example, 7th question and first 2 questions, like that. And coming to 9th question, this is a clear cut of answer. Program written in Arduino IDE called as. So answer is option D, sketch. So mark 9th question as correct answer. And coming to 10th question, usually there are 15 questions in IoT, and this is 10th. Delay of 100. We know delay function takes integer as input. If we give any numerical answer integer in its input, it means that it is the time in milliseconds. So 100 represents 100 milliseconds. So option B, mark as correct answer for 10th question. And coming to 11th question, in Arduino programming, what does isSpace function do? It is called isSpace function. It analyzes character if it is a white space character. So option D is correct answer for 11th question, option mark D. And coming to 12th question, friends, we know declaration of array. It is correct, it is also correct, and there is contest between B and D. This option, actually option B is also correct answer, but they have violated the syntax using semicolon. I don't know whether they have necessarily avoided semicolon or not, but they have done the mistake. So I am going with option B. So I think option B is the correct answer. That means not valid, because they haven't given semicolon. And coming to 13th question, the length function returns length of the string without considering null. Yes, it is true. And coming to last but one question, 14, delay work if inside an ISR. No, it is not correct answer according to me. So option B, mark as correct answer. That is 13th option A, 14th option B. And finally 15th question, they have given an syntax. Which one is not valid mode? On is not valid mode for this. So mark option D as correct answer. So friends, I hope you find the video helpful. If you feel the same, then subscribe my channel, like the video and share to your friends. Until then, be safe, be happy. Thank you. Bye.